why is no one willing to pull the economic lever? Okay, we've got Chinese companies traded on our exchanges right now. They still are not following the SEC auditing rules, by the way. They've got all this leeway to take their time before actually following the rules. The same with Russia. I know that, President Biden is calling on Congress to pass more aid for Ukraine. Lawmakers passed that stopgap funding bill without additional funding over the weekend for Ukraine, but what I have learned was that there are plenty of Russian companies embedded in our ETFs, in our capital markets. Doesn't that mean that American citizens are funding the expansion of communist China, funding the war on Ukraine by investing in Russian companies that are still able to be embedded in some of these exchanges? What kind of sanctions do we have if Americans are able to fund the Russia war?
Yeah, Maria, the sanctions that have been in place against Russia have been inadequate and not enforced. Your earlier comment about the China initiative is exactly right. This is first and foremost a confrontation about the economy, how it's going to be run. Are we going to create American jobs and wealth and prosperity? And frankly, opportunity for people all across the world? Or are we going to operate under a Chinese Communist Party model that not only impacts Americans, but it's bad for the Chinese people, too? This administration walked away from the central idea, which was reciprocity. If you're going to buy land in the United States near our military facilities, we want to buy land in China near your military facilities. It's laughable, Maria. That's not going to happen. But we have simply allowed them to operate under their own set of rules. It's punished us. It's benefited them. We have to stop that. I think there are people, members of Congress, I think there are business people, too, although probably too few, who understand the national security threat connected to the Chinese Communist Party. I pray that we get serious about this and do so soon. And when we do, we will reshape the Chinese Communist Party. It will begin to understand that it is going to have to operate on the world stage the same way we expect every country to. And once we demand that and hold them accountable for what they've done, I'm convinced we'll end up in a better place. I know for America, I believe for the whole world as well.